I just have some questions about the H-1B visa workers that you have here. Quibbit's Technology.
Can you call cops?
So are the workers in here?
Hey, somebody is knocking on my door and then they are like threatening me.
I'm not threatening you, sir.
Please, can you help me?
I was just asking if you had ever met the person who lives here.
I haven't, and I think that's quickly.
Can you tell me what you've seen? That she's seen some shady stuff go down and she has a family and she doesn't want to be involved. So whatever is happening really stinks. If you thought Somalian daycare fraud was a problem, it turns out that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's a whole new problem that it turns out is taking tens of thousands of jobs away from Americans and changing our communities forever that you probably haven't even thought of. I'm talking about H-1B visas. See, it's not just illegal immigration that's the problem. It's actually the legal immigration system. People are using it, exploiting it, and rigging the game in their favor. We've just uncovered a scheme where thousands of foreigners are being brought into this country, imported here, using the laws already on the books, and using phony businesses and these like shell companies which sponsor them for visas. Check this out. All right, we're heading over to a company called 3B's Technologies. Now, there were actually 27 H-1B visas approved in 2022 through 2025 for this particular company. The jobs include a software developer, software engineer, IT project manager. So I'm thinking like very high-tech hub for 3B's Technologies. Let's see what we find out. Are we sure? Do we have the right address here? This is 27 H-1B visas for this location, and it's a residential home. Okay, 130 Darbon Lane, Irving, Texas, 75039. This is the address that's on here, So we started looking into this issue because we saw a bunch of chatter happening online about H-1B visas and the scam that was happening. And there was a lot of information that was misplaced in these videos or just some things that they got a little bit wrong. So I think it's worth pausing here to just explain how H-1B visas work. The way H-1B visas work is that a business will file a posting called an LCA, basically saying they have a job that needs to be filled from a person with a special set of skills, and they just can't find Americans to fill that job. This is the critical first legal step. Think of it as like the foundation of the H-1B petition. Once that LCA is certified from the Department of Labor, the H-1B application can be filed. The company offers to sponsor a visa for a foreign worker and apply to the government via the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. And then USCIS issues a visa for that person so they can come to the U.S. and work. But here's the thing. Considering all you really need to create a business is an address and some paperwork being filed, it's pretty easy to just set up a business, say, from a home address. Then you can just say you have a bunch of jobs that need to be filled there and sponsor a bunch of visas. That way, all your buddies can get granted those visas and come on over to America. So there's one of two things happening here with 3B's Technologies. Either this house is a major tech hub, or it's being used as a front to sponsor visas. We decided to ask the neighbors what they've seen. Hi, how are you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm good. I just had a quick question for you. Do you know who lives at the house next door?
Next door?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the owner, yes.
You do?
Uh-huh.
Do they actually live in the home?
I don't know about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just trying to find out more information about the company that they have.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I know who live there. I know
So
the
so
family, but I don't know their.
I see. So there's a family who lives there.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you ever see any like workers coming in and out? No. None. Just a family?
Yeah.
We're just trying to find out more about some of the companies that are bringing in a bunch of H-1B visa workers. And yeah, so I was just
anything about that.
okay. Okay.
I just know the family live there.
Yeah.
He's my neighbor.
Yeah.
But I don't know what he's working for.
Okay.
And what is the company. I don't know anything.
And do you ever see like a bunch? Is there a lot of traffic coming in and out of there? No. Okay. They pretty much keep to themselves.
I think that I just know the boys, they play around.
Okay. Oh, I see. So they have young boys.
Yeah, just family.
I
That's
see.
all know.
I see. Just a family
Sorry
that
for
lives
nothing
there.
else.
No. That was actually very helpful. I appreciate you answering. So, ma'am, just really quick. I'm not selling anything. I literally just have a question for you. I was just asking if you had ever met the person who lives here.
I haven't, and I think that's it. Please.
Okay, well, I'm trying. Hey, listen, hold on, please. I mean you no harm. I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm literally just trying to expose fraud.
I understand.
Can you tell me what you've seen?
I'm on work calls and I can't deal with it.
Can you just tell me what you've seen?
I'm on work calls and I can't deal with it right now.
Okay, is there a better time to come back and speak with you?
Not really, because I have a and I won't be involved. I haven't seen it.
Well, you've seen some shady stuff go down then. I mean, what are we talking here? I'll blur your face. I will blur everything. We're just trying to get to the bottom of it. Please, can we just come back? Okay, so this neighbor is obviously terrified to tell me what's going on. She just said multiple different times that she's seen some shady stuff go down and she has a family and she doesn't want to be involved. So whatever is happening here at 130 Darbon Lane for 3B's Technologies really stinks. Right, I think it's safe to assume that this business is not being run out of the home that we just visited. But when you go to this company's website, it now says, after they've scrubbed the page, that their address is 7300 Lone Star Drive, Suite C200 in Plano, Texas, even though in certain places on their website, it still says Darbon Lane, which seems kind of odd for like this high-tech, highly skilled workers that they wouldn't even understand how to edit a website properly. So we decided, let's come check out the second address and see what we find. 7300 right here. Fun fact, right here, you see ebb and flow. I actually crashed their all ages drag brunch and basically ruined their entire lives when I exposed them.
They're delicious. They are delicious. Yeah, they are delicious. By the way, it is unisex. It's unisex. All genders.
Okay. What in the world? So 7300 Lone Star Drive. Okay. Clearly under construction. Oh, Legacy Club. Let's see if 3B's Technologies is anywhere to be found. Okay. This is a little alarming. Okay, there's literally no one here. Just an unfinished building. We've got a faucet, sink, countertop. Look at this. There's nobody here. This has just been sitting here collecting dust, clearly under construction. Not a soul to be found, especially conveniently not the 27 H-1B visa workers that claim to work in this location. It's nothing. This is just nothing. There's nothing here. There's one more level. So let's look at this. There's dust all over the steps. There's clearly construction going on. This is not even a operational building yet. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. This is an unfinished, but there's nothing here. It's under construction. The entire place is under construction. Where is 3B's Technologies? Look at this. Caution, danger, hard hat area. There are no companies officing out of this location. This is nuts. So when you search this specific address, it used to be tied to an old WeWork location. It is now tied to a place called the Legacy Club. That tracks with what we see right here, where it says Legacy Club Plano. Now, what this is, when you go online and look for it, is a members-only social club that is supposed to be available early 2026. They've got the renderings for it right here. This is just supposed to be a social club. I still don't understand why a technology company would put their address as a members-only social club that doesn't even exist yet.
So we did a little digging into 3B's technologies and the person who lives in the house and was tied to the visas. His name is Vamsi Krishna Vaginapalli, which, yes, you heard me correctly. I don't make the names, I just read them. And let me tell you, Vaginapalli has some explaining to do because there is a shocking amount of potential fraud that we've just uncovered. So the address listed on their website that we just visited is actually an old WeWork location. You know, those like co-working office spaces for virtual workers to work remote with their other companies. And interestingly enough, the business, which is still listed as active, by the way, on the Texas Business Registry, its address is another WeWork location. And why are we bringing people over to work at virtual remote office spaces when they can just do the job virtually where they're from? And going through all the jobs that he sponsored, some of the workers were also contracted to other businesses like Verizon, which also raises the question, why is 3B's sponsoring them if they're going to work for other companies? But wait, there's more. The plot thickens because our pal, Vaginapalli, actually filed another H-1B at another business called Kriti Infosystems. So you go to the website and again, I mean, on the surface, it looks like pretty legit. It's got graphics popping up. It's real deal, so it seems. Until you start digging more than like 5 seconds when you quickly realize there's something way off. You start scrolling down and notice there's weird coding errors. About us, there's another weird error, which seems weird for a bunch of software engineers to get the coding wrong on a website. Go to the home page and scroll down here. You can actually contact them at their U.S. office in Lewisville, Texas, which obviously is supposed to be Louisville, another error. But when you go to the address actually listed on the website here, it takes you to another virtual office where, once again, anyone can just rent out an office and pretend like they have a business. Over in India, if you'd like to contact them, oh, they've just made up a Vaginapalli complex that doesn't exist. I guess this guy's real high on himself. He wants to name complexes after his incredible last name. Looking at the other addresses here, there's a lot of addresses on their website that just straight up don't exist. Look at their UK corporate office. It's a house. Their other London address in Wimbledon, London, goes to some random Indian tax business called TaxLink. And by the way, coincidentally enough, all of their staff members also Indian. We searched Kriti in the UK Business Registry, and it turns out there's a familiar name there, a reoccurring name, some more Vaginapallis for you. And the address on the visa paperwork is another virtual office. And on top of that, on this paperwork, it shows the worker was actually subcontracted to a company in Des Moines, Iowa. Another company our old friend is tied to is H-1B Infosystems. Now keep in mind this is a tech company, but their website was made in WordPress, which I would find to be extremely strange that all of these high-tech guys can't handle a website that's not WordPress. H-2M is apparently an award-winning agency here. All right, about us. Integrity actually is one of their values, which is ironic. Let's go to careers, see what's happening there. Join our team, view open positions. Wait, where are the open positions? Curious. Their website also lists a phone number with a Florida area code that doesn't actually go anywhere.
The wireless customer you are calling is not available. Please.
Doesn't exist. All right, there's the location. Let's view it on the map. Oh, look, another WeWork location. A coincidence, I'm sure. Now, I sponsored a visa for this company that was subcontracted out to a United States bank. Is this visa fraud? I don't know. You tell me, but this raises some serious questions about our visa process and the holes that exist that need to be fixed.
Well, you're probably not going to be shocked to hear that 3B's Technologies is not an isolated incident. Here we have Quibbitz Tech Systems, and this company, tech is in the name, so you would think technology, okay? They have filed 13 H-1B visas, and 12 were approved in the year 2025. One was denied. So you would expect that at least 12 people were working in this house right here. Let's see if that's the case. Hi. Hi, are you Hari?
Yeah.
Hi. I was wondering, I was just looking for more information on Quibbitz Technology.
Can you call cops? I can't call.
Yeah, sure. I would love for the cops to come out here. I just have some questions about the H-1B visa workers that you
Can you take pictures?
have here.
Right now I cannot track anything. If you want, I can talk to my lawyer. Thank you.
Okay, so are the workers in here? Are the 12 workers for your company in here? Do they work out of here?
No.
Okay, so what is Quibbitz then? Cubits?
I don't want to talk.
Where are the workers? They're supposed to, USCIS says that they're here.
No.
Yes.
No.
Well, where are they?
They are in my company. I have a company where.
Where's your company located?
Somebody is knocking on my door and then they are like threatening me.
I'm not threatening you, sir.
Please, can you help me?
I'm literally asking you a question.
3 Promontory Drive,
Great.
Texas 7503.
You're engaging in a conversation with me, sir.
Sir? Yeah.
Where is your office?
It's techsystems.com. You find address.
Can you repeat that? I don't understand. If you don't want to talk to me, just close the door.
103 Promontory Drive.
Okay. Clearly very freaked out because all I did was ask one question and then he threatens to call the cops. Starts calling the cops as if I'm doing anything wrong and then accuses me of threatening him because I simply asked where the workers are. Very strange. Someone who was operating in good faith and... Yes, please. What, are you going to come talk to us or not? Does this seem like right here? Is this behavior of an individual who's done nothing wrong and is innocent? Is this type of behavior, does that seem normal to you, that you would go to these lengths and get so defensive if you were engaging in legal good behavior? It seems very, very suspicious to me. Like the audacity, actually, the audacity that you are coming here and exploiting my system and using my taxpayer dollars to call the police for me investigating is insane. So what I hope that this accomplishes is that I want everybody who is exploiting our immigration system to be so, like I want them to be on high alert. I want them to be so scared that someone's going to show up at their door and expose all of the fraud that they're committing that they go home.
As you just heard Hari say, his workers are all at the office. Now that address can be found, as he just said, on his website, QubitzTechSystems.com. It's an Irving, Texas address, so we went out there to check that out, see if Hari was telling the truth. Now, on the surface, you arrive, it's a nice office building, looks legit, a lot of other businesses there, and there it is, Suite 137. Initially, you think, oh, maybe this is actually checking out. Maybe he's telling the truth until you look in the window and see that it's just a couple of fold-out tables and a single chair. Pretty cramped working quarters for 12 H-1B workers. I'm not buying it. Where are all the workers? All of this information that we've uncovered, It's actually just public information. It's all out there for anyone to go and look for. The reason being that it's meant to be that way to discourage people from carrying out fraud. Once you start scraping data from H-1B databases, you start seeing immediately all of these patterns, clusters of different groups of people, a bunch working at this address, a bunch working here. You get the point, okay? Then you just look up the businesses or addresses to see if they look legit. The biggest question I have right now is if we were able to find this with just a little bit of Google searching and follow-up, why hasn't USCIS done anything to combat this? What are they doing? They're supposed to vet these people before they come into the country. And if a quick glance shows you that this is not legit, why are they being let in? Now, this is just one of the many reasons why we need a moratorium on the H-1B visa. We need to shut it down. We need to figure out how we can fix it before we start letting people into our country again. The disturbing part is we have found so much more rampant abuse and fraud in our area. We're just gonna have to keep exposing it, so make sure you are subscribed to see what we uncover next. If you think that you have uncovered potential visa fraud in your area, email us, sarahtips@blazemedia.com. We can help. We'll see you soon.